subscribe, and ring the bell.
"53rd day, and this hall of ours looks like a barn that fell down on itself." Wilson nods from his side, though he cannot speak a word to comfort my grumble. "Hi there, old polar bear. My 53rd day is cold as ice and my hut is a mess, but I built this hall anyway." Wilson shivers next to me while I huddle against the snow, clutching the unopened parcel as if it holds the sun. 53rd day, and the rain turns my new hall into a leaky tin tent while Wilson watches the gray tide roll in. "Hey there, koala." My 53rd day grumbles while I build a hall like a village might soon gather. 533 days of mud and I am wedged in like a cork in a sinking barrel. Tina the boar stares at me while I promise the floor won't cave under my back. Found a flat patch of ground and nearly wept. You don't know luxury until you've lived on a slope. Built a wall today. It keeps nothing out, but it makes the loneliness feel more organized. Some men dream of yachts. I dream of a chair with a back on it. One rainy afternoon, my father took me to the old bakery where the smell of hot dough made my whole stomach do flip-flops. We stood by the door watching the steam curl up like little ghosts dancing in the wind before the ovens hissed their secrets away. My mother would hum a tune under her breath while the baker slapped flour on his hands like he was putting on a coat of armor against the heat. Suddenly the bell above the door jingled loud enough to shake the dust from the rafters and the whole room seemed to turn into a stage for a grand performance. That night I built my first fire and danced around it screaming that I had found the spark of that warm kitchen in my chest. The rain still falls hard, but I imagine the steam rising from the fresh bread waiting for someone who can hear the bell again. Storms rolling in. Perfect. Nothing says home like building a wall in the rain and pretending I'm fine. The fog rolls in thick like a wet wool blanket wrapping the whole world in silence. My 53rd day's watchtower stands tall, but I'm too grumpy to admire the view. Hey Carter, flowers! We're practically fancy now. The island's coming up in the world. The sun is so bright it feels like the island is trying to bake me into a crisp cookie. 53rd day, and my grumpiness tastes like rust even when I'm making a haul for a village that will never arrive. My back screams like a trap bull while I fight the dirt and Wilson shakes beside me. By the 53rd sun, I swear this island cannot hold me down forever. Hello, Poco. You look like a gray cloud with a heart of gold, and I am feeling like a grumpy man building a hall. Another sunrise, another day of talking to a volleyball. Honestly, it's going better than my last job. My grumpy back screams at this 53rd day, but I'm wedging block after block into this hall. Wilson is just a face on a ball, so I'll take the pride I can find. Day 40-something. Built a watchtower to spot rescue ships. Spotted. 0 ships. 1 very smug seagull. Hey there, Loki. You're staring so hard at my new watchtower it feels like you're trying to rid my grumpy thoughts. I'd trade this whole ocean view for 1 hot shower and a door that locks. Hey there, Coco. You're staring at my grumpy watchtower so hard I wonder if you can read the rust on my bones. Rain pours down on my 53rd day, turning my grand hall into a soggy promise. Wilson sits silent while I scurry for dry wood like a desperate squirrel. This island hands me sunsets for free and charges me everything in company. Caught myself humming a song I can't name. The island steals my memories one tune at a time. Every plank I had to carve by hand. This whole place is built on pure stubbornness. Hello, Daisy! You're staring right through me like Wilson does when I tell him a story he can't hear. Made a tower so tall I can almost see my old life from up here. Almost. "53rd day, and the rain keeps my grumpy hull dripping like a soggy promise. Hey there, Coco. Who put a wall right here in my throat? 53rd day of grumbling while Wilson watches from the wet sphere. The earth has wedged me tight in this 53rd day's grumble, Wilson. I will claw my way out to finish this grand haul. Rain again, the sky just showing off how much water it has and I don't. 53rd day, and rain pours down, making my grand hall look more like a soggy promise than a home. Peppa the elephant stares right at me, wondering if I'll ever finish this tower before the water takes it all. Peppa the elephant rumbles past my half-built hall, shaking rain from his trunk like a wet drum. The rain drums harder against my watchtower blocks, turning them into gray drums in a rainy forest. I remember that first fire I lit, dancing around it screaming with joy. The smoke curled up like a snake, and the warmth hugged my frozen bones tight. But then came the toothache, a rock hitting a skull, and the ice blade cutting through. Now the water washes over my half-built hall, a soggy promise of a village set never gathered. Maybe the future ship waits for me to be grumpy, not grand. Hey there, Rocky. Your stripes look like lightning frozen in the snow while my soggy tower stands guard 53rd day. My stomach just filed a formal complaint about the coconut situation. Snow drags my wooden blocks to the ground while I scowl at my soggy plan for 100 visitors. Wilson sits silent as a stone in this white world. Hello, Tofu! Your eyes follow me like Wilson's face, silent and staring through the soggy rain of the 53rd day. Named the fox today. The fox does not know this, and the fox does not care. We're basically colleagues. That first fire still makes my bones shiver like old bones in winter rain. I dance around my grumpy hall today, 53rd day, pretending the wet blocks are dry stones. Wilson watches from his ball while the rain tries to wash my dreams away. Piggy the pig nuzzles my wet bricks, and I wonder why the island keeps pouring down. 53rd day, and my soggy hall feels like a promise washed away by rain. That one bottle with Rosamund inside sits heavy in the wet air, its cork sealing my 53rd day's dream. I spend 3 nights staring at the bark map, wondering if the people who read my names would recognize the fox or the whale I drew. Maybe the rain washing over the island is just the ocean sending back a message, or maybe I am sending it back. Oscar the deer stands so still, staring like Wilson's silent face on my ball. I wonder what he wants since no one ever answers his questions. Hey there, Hazel. Your twitching nose smells like fresh green grass in my soggy hall. "53rd day, and the sun laughs at my soggy bricks while Wilson rolls in his own silence. My cottage walls are rising like a grumpy fortress against the 53rd day's sun, and Wilson rolls silently by to watch me fix my mistakes. Right, this cottage needs light before nightfall. Can't have my masterpiece looking haunted, Wilson. If a ship sails past and nobody's rescued, did it even happen? Asking for a very stranded friend. The seagulls have started ignoring me. Even the birds out here have standards.
Subscribe and ring the bell.